Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Paul Wall, aka Paul Weber. Man, guess what? It's 2022. Man, so I'm leaving what happened in 2021. Man, I'm leaving it in the past. So, man, coming to y'all with my second video. Y'all know I don't normally do this, but man, I'm finna get out of the normal for myself. Only way I can grow, man, I gotta get out of my own way. So, man, my last video, I told y'all I was gonna start a series where I was just talking about switching over from in-person training to virtual training. And man, I had several reasons why I wanted to do that. Number one, man, doing it for my family, man. For the last 6 years, I've been working really two jobs, being a firefighter, personal training. I leave one, I do the other one, leave that one, go to the other one. So, I mean, my family really has sacrificed from that in 2022, man. I want to get to a point where I'm working smarter, not harder. Also, man, I just want to extend my reach, man. There's so many people that, reach out to me and they say they want training and they feel that I can help them, but a lot of times, man, they're just in other cities or, our schedules just don't match. So, man, I came up with the idea that, man, virtual training, I mean, it's really the future. A lot of people don't have time to go in gyms and to come into the studio. And then also, I just sacrifice a lot of time doing it. When you have a profession that's solely relying on you being there, you only make money when you're there. So, I want to change that, man. I want to extend my reach, but also, man, spend more time at home and, doing things that I want to do. I want to enjoy life as well. Not that I haven't, but I mean, it's a lot of different things that I can be doing as well as still helping people. So, like I said, switching over to virtual training. My last day at the studio is going to be November 30th, so I have a lot of time to make this transition, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of time. Can kind of be scary because I mean it's so overwhelming, and it's man definitely a field that some people can think it's saturated and they think it's competitive, but ultimately I don't look at it that way. I just look at it, I'm my own competition, and the only way I can be good to other people is that, man, I have to constantly continue to evolve. I have to constantly continue to learn information, and I have to constantly go out here and use the things that I learn and actually put work to it. So I had to put it into action. So over the last few weeks, well, really over the last week, man, on my social media, I just kind of asked a question for people, man, what's been the biggest issue for them achieving their goals? And man, I had a large array of answers, but ultimately it just came down to a lot of people, they just said it was themselves. Number one answer was just myself. You had other people, they kind of blamed circumstances and issues that kind of were out of their control. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it ultimately comes down to you. So a couple answers. I'm gonna read out a couple answers that I got. And I'm not gonna say they were using excuses, but I mean, these are the responses I got. Number one, one was just at myself. Other person said just being consistent, putting it off until tomorrow. And we often do that. We put off a lot of things that we can do right now until tomorrow. Another response was finding time to balance working out, going to work, and being a mom. Another person, life not being consistent with my diet portion. Another person, the baby. Other folks said it was the food. I got discipline, schedule, and just sedentary job. Other response was travel and inconsistency with the working out while traveling. I got laziness and complacency, not wanting to put in the work and fighting for the results. Another response for food being weakness. Another person said just pure laziness. Another person, lack of sleep and energy, lost their dedication. I got procrastinating, fell out of the habit of going, just laziness, excuses that content me, schedule, consistency, finding time, procrastinating, schedule with children, inconsistency when life gets in the way, managing time with a demanding job, family time, carefulness, not being mindful of snacking, insecurities and embarrassment from weight gain. So they gave up. And then I got a couple more responses that just one person was just taking accountability and saying they were lazy. One person said they had an issue with time. They were coaching football and baseball, and then consistency. So just kind of based off those responses, it actually got my mind churning, where I was just thinking, like, the programs I need to create, they don't need to be long programs, especially with so much going on in people's schedule. I mean, you kind of look on by average, most people probably have maybe an hour at max set aside kind of to do that in their schedule, to actually work out. And then another thing is, and a lot of people, man, they don't put their health as a priority. They put kind of everything ahead of it, and then their health is kind of towards the bottom of a priority list. And if you're not healthy, you're not going to be able to do any of the things that, above where you're putting health. So like I said, it got my mind churning, and I said, man, I'm gonna have to make programs, have to make various programs. Some maybe where it have to be 20 minutes of working out, just so we can kind of get them consistent. Because number one, you just got to get them in the mindset where we're gonna have to break some habits in order to achieve your goals. So my approach to my virtual training is, man, I really want to break a lot of mental and habitual things that people have going that kind of keep them from reaching their goals. Also, I've been reading this book called Change Your Mind. Change your life, change your thinking. Change your thinking, change your life. And that's what it is. Change your thinking, change your life. And it's by Brian Tracy. And it's just talking about, man, really just breaking the cycle of contentment, and then also that it's okay to want more. Man, it definitely gave me a different outlook on life. And man, I'm definitely going to put a couple of principles that I've learned in that book, especially when it comes to the different laws, like law of attraction and things of that sort. Currently, I just started another book. It's called A Life of Excellence. Man, pretty good book. So it's talking about effective living. So kind of doing some personal development also while I'm actually working on this plan for virtual. For me, with this virtual plan, I'm not trying to do it. My goal is not just to come up with a plan that's just going to work for this year and not work in 2023. Like, I'm always looking for the future. And I think to be good and successful in anything, you will always have to be looking ahead. So I'm also been going on Instagram, looking at various hashtags, seeing what other virtual trainers and other virtual health coaches are actually doing. Just kind of give me an idea. Looking at the comments, just kind of seeing how people, the responses that they're getting. They kind of give me an idea, a kind of the type of clients that I might potentially have. The virtual training is a little different for me because most of the clients I have come into the in-person studio. I have a lot of people that really kind of want weight loss. Weight loss is kind of the number one goal. So with this, I'm going to have different levels, like I already have, but it's just going to be on a larger scale. So they're going to have a lot of physical ailments, and as well as different age ranges, different issues of mobility. So with my virtual plan, I want to include actual working on balance, working on core strength, as well as just working on functional movements that you're going to do on a daily basis. That's kind of my thinking right now. I mean, it may shift in the next week, next month down the road, but man, I want programs where really we're altering your mind, altering your habits, and then I feel like from that we got a good foundation. Once we get that, then we can you achieve the results that you want to. So right now, that's kind of where I'm at. Just want to do a little short video, kind of let y'all know where I'm at. Have any questions, comment below. Man, hit that subscribe button. Y'all have a great day.